Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about track sessions, should you be doing them, and how often. So let's start with what is a track session. So it's usually done on an indoor or outdoor track, usually outdoors. It can be paved or it can be a special surface for track running. And essentially it usually consists of intervals going round and round in circles. The advantage to a track is there's marks every 100 meters, so you can work out your intervals really nicely. Secondly, it's completely flat. So it's like a sort of scientific neutral ground where you can do really fast running. You don't have to worry about cars, any potholes, uneven ground. Just can do your training. So it's a bit like swimming indoors in comparison to open water swimming, say, or cycling on the track in comparison to cycling outdoors. So it's basically just a really useful tool for your training. So for myself, I was looking around and I was seeing all the fast triathletes and the fast runners, and I was thinking, how can I get faster? And basically, they're all doing track sessions sort of up to 3-4 times a week. So what I found is you can just do really high quality intervals at the exact intensity you want to. And again, you don't have to worry about other sort of outside stimulus. Another advantage is it's a session. So there's lots of other people there. You're always usually going to find someone at your ability. If you can't go to a session, that's fine, you run by yourself. But I always find when you train with someone else, you usually go faster, okay? For the same sort of heart rate, and you're just able to put in a bit more effort. So I found it really helpful to run with other people, and you get sort of that pack running or other sports, pack cycling, swimming sort of mentality, and you can just keep going a little bit faster for a little bit longer. So the real question is, should you be doing them? As an age group athlete myself, I found them to be really helpful in my running. I've only done a couple so far, but they've really progressed my running and especially my top end speed. So my top end speed was really lacking, and it's really allowed me to push that. So is it right for you? If you're looking for a neutral scientific ground to really increase your speed, then yes, definitely. So I'm fairly rural. It's about 20 minutes to half an hour to the nearest track. And I think personally that's worth it. If you have to go a little bit further, then I would still say it's worth it. If you've got one on your doorstep, even better. If you've got one on your doorstep, then why aren't you going already? So tips for guys and girls that are new to track: definitely join a track session, ideally a coached one. So they'll come with a set on a board usually, and they'll give you, say, 400 meter repeats, a bit of walking, whatever. So that's for your interval session. If you do want to go by yourself, then by all means go for it. But if you really want to get the most out of it personally, I think going with other people is really cool. So as we know, interval sessions are really useful in all sports to increase your VO2 max and your threshold, all sorts of good stuff. So track sessions are really going to help you with that. So if you're looking to get that fast 5k time for just a 5k park run, say, or even for a sprint triathlon, then absolutely go for it. Track sessions can be useful for anything up to sort of, marathon distance. It's just a really good session, and if you haven't been, then go. Okay, quick tips from me. So remember your gloves. I forgot my gloves and my hands were absolutely freezing. Remember to layer up to start with. It's much easier to take layers off on the track, because obviously you can stop and just put it down in the same spot. So you can take a jumper, say, with you and just dump that off. You don't have to wear special shoes or anything for the track, but if you're doing a fast session, then I would advise you to wear similar shoes or even the shoes you're going to race in. So that speed work is really going to translate across into your race. So you want to get used to running fast in those nicer shoes, and the track isn't going to eat them up like the road will. But by all means, if you don't have any race shoes, just wear your training shoes. Remember your nutrition. Even if it's just an hour session, if you've done another session that day, like a swim or a cycle, then you're going to be low on carbs. So bring a sort of a carb energy drink, and that's definitely going to help your session out. Or even just some water. Okay, and lastly, remember to ask questions. That coach is there to help you. If you're not sure why you're doing an interval session, ask them. They'll probably got the answer. If you want someone to have a look at your running technique, it's the absolute perfect time, because you've got a neutral environment and people can see you really easily. So in summary, if you haven't been to the track, get down there. There's always going to be someone of your ability there, and I'm sure you'll love it. Interval sessions are definitely the way to go at the moment. All the research is showing that. And let me know in the comments if you have been to the track, if you want to go to the track, or any ideas that you guys have. If you like this video, then press that like button, press subscribe, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.